If I haven't learned anything over the years, I've learned this one thing, and that is wherever you are in life, wherever you are in your psyche, wherever you are in your spirituality, in your center, wherever you are is going to have a direct impact on everything you touch, and your business is no exception. Welcome to Glow Up Boss. I am so glad that you are here. My name is Veronique Munro, and I am the host. And I am so excited to be able to talk to you. It's literally been years that I've been wanting to have a podcast. And at first, I was going to host a podcast specifically for the spray tanning industry. But then I thought about it and thought about, well, who is it that I've been serving for the last almost 20 years? I've been serving the beauty community. I've been serving owners of hairdressing salons, day spas, med spas, resort spas, nail salons, beauty bars, the entrepreneurial mobile spray tanning industry. I've been serving people who've wanted to start their own line of sunless tanning products or their own line of self-tanners. So I've basically been serving the entire beauty community, and it just really made so much more sense to me to start a podcast for the beauty industry unto itself. Plus, I also really want to legitimize sunless tanning and spray tanning specifically in the beauty industry. So I'm going to hit the pause on that. Would like to start with a little bit of my background and what brings me here today to Glow Up Boss and to you. And that is almost 20 years in this industry. When I first started, didn't even exist. When I first started in this industry, I'd acquired the exclusive distribution rights to an automated spray tanning booth. And my background was technology development and consulting to Fortune 500 companies. But I got a dog. It was 1999, and I was living in Brussels at the time, and I was traveling everywhere. I felt like the worst dog mom. So in 2004, technically, it was really actually 2002 when this whole craziness of the sunless tanning industry started. But I just felt like a really bad dog mom, and I wanted to have a business that I could run from home so I could be a stay-at-home dog mom to my dog Snoopy. So I went online and I researched all the different industries and discovered that there was an automated spray tanning booth getting ready to hit the market. And so I flew out, I met with the company, and I acquired the exclusive distribution rights to this technology and basically launched into the industry. And to tell you that it's been a wild ride would be the biggest understatement of the century. A couple of years later, I launched the only handheld spray tanning system in the industry that uses computer technology to atomize fluids to a really fine particle size and basically makes a small room a huge profit center and controls the atomization of the fluids, keeps the overspray low in the room. You don't need like a ton of different solutions. You could literally snap in one solution, choose how light or how dark you want the tan to be, and off you go. And you do a full body spray tan in 3 minutes. And at the time also, it was when the anti-aging movement started, where people started to become a lot more aware of the damaging effects of the sun on the skin, premature aging of the skin, and of course, skin cancer. But anti-aging really became huge in the beauty industry. So my company was the very first company in the industry to incorporate anti-aging ingredients into our solutions. And we also made this anti-aging treatment elixir and beauty treatments that you would incorporate into the service. So not only would you be able to spray and not get solution all over the walls and floors, and, at the time, these little airbrush guns were, being used predominantly in the industry and were creating really inconsistent results, streaking tans, orange tans. So it was really a way to deliver sunless tanning products in a way that was very quick, very easy, very low cost, didn't require a lot of maintenance, and really delivered these incredible results. Glow Up Boss podcast is brought to you today by Infinity Sun. Are you an entrepreneur thinking that you'd like to start a new business that's fun, that doesn't cost a lot of money to start up, that you could do in the evenings and weekends and earn lots and lots of money? Starting a spray tanning business definitely checks off all those boxes. With state-of-the-art plug-and-spray proprietary spray tanning systems that require only one solution, you can literally choose 30 different levels of spray on the spray tanning system itself. Infinity Sun offers sunless tanning solutions that combine high-end skincare together with sunless tanning technology to not only create the most flawless looking tans, but also to improve the condition of the skin. If you want to benefit from Glow Up Boss podcast, you can type in the checkout GUB25. That gets you 10% off your opening order for an Infinity Sun spray tanning system. That was the launch of this spray tanning company back in 2005, unofficially in 2004. And when we launched, we actually launched into a hairdressing salon in Beverly Hills called Jose Ibert. And I will never forget, I literally rented a room that was like 4 by 5 by 8. And I paid, I'm not kidding you, and I think back to this and I realize how much I really believed in this concept when everybody else thought I was completely crazy. But I paid $3,500 a month for this little 4 by 5 by 8 room. And I hired 2 girls, one for the morning to the afternoon shift and the other the afternoon to the evening shift. And their sole role was to go around to each chair and offer a complimentary face spritz. So they would take the person into the room, they would spray their face and show them in the mirror, and they would fall in love with their color. They would end up booking full body sprays. And in the first month, we generated $8,000. In the second month, we brought in over $12,000. The third month, we are already up to $15,000, and we stayed between $15,000 and $20,000 revenue per month every single month while we were in that location. And I was really looking to do proof of concept because spray tanning wasn't really popular then, and a lot of people thought it was going to be a fad. Kind of comes, turns people orange, and then it goes away. But I really understood that it was something that was going to be huge. And I just knew it in my bones. And I'm going to go back to when I was a kid in a couple of minutes and why I really believed in this and why I still believe in it even to this day. But when we launched Infinity Sun, this spray tanning machine in Jose Ibert in Beverly Hills, we started meeting all the media. We started spray tanning a lot of celebrities, a lot of A-list celebrities. And you have to bear in mind, back then, there was no Instagram, there was no social media. It really was, if you sprayed a celebrity, you got into OK Magazine or Life and Style magazine. TV were interested in you. So we ended up on Dr. 90210. We spray tanned. We were one of the very first spray tanning companies to be on the red carpet to spray tan, for the Academy Awards, the Golden Globes. We did the Tonys. It was a crazy, crazy time. But anyway, we did proof of concept. We were on a few different TV shows. We were working with a lot of different celebrities. And next thing we knew, we were getting orders, like crazy orders for our spray tanning system. So we opened our very first office in Beverly Hills, and then we were on Sunset Tan, and that was like a whole new thing. That really exploded in the tanning industry. And, I can't even tell you, it's just been crazy. So we've been putting our machines into all the beauty businesses. And, over the years, we've worked with over 8,000 businesses all over the world. We got distributors in a number of different countries all over the world, created a training protocol, and now it's helped a lot of people start, run and grow 6 and even 7-figure businesses. So I'm going to put a pause on that, and I'm going to go back to when I was a little girl. I was born in New York, and I was raised by a family that originated from Haiti. And if you know anything about Haiti, you know that people are very dark-skinned. Well, my father's side of the family are French, but most everybody in my family has a beautiful olive complexion. And if you're in the spray tanning industry or the beauty industry, you know the Fitzpatrick scale, and you know that type 1 skin is the type of skin that doesn't tan, it burns in the sun. Well, that's my complexion. So when I was growing up in a family that was very male dominated. The women in my family got married and had kids, and that wasn't going to be my thing. I already knew from a really young age that I wanted to be a career woman. I wanted to have a business of my own, and I wanted to make an impact. I wanted to prove my worth. But I had this really, really white skin, and when I was growing up, the kids in school used to make fun of me. They used to call me Casper. And so when I was 14 years old, I actually set up a little lab in my closet, and I would mix ingredients together to try to create something to change the color of my skin. And I don't know if you remember, I don't know how old you are, all my listeners, some of you may remember, and I'm sure a lot of you won't, but there was a product on the market. It was called Quick Tan. That was the very first ever self-tanning product. So I bought that product and I started using it, but it made my skin really, really orange. So I started mixing things together to change the color of my skin. And I've got a funny story for you. There are thousands of homeless dogs in the pounds and shelters and running all over the streets, and not enough people out there to help them. Sprays for Strays is a fundraising organization that raises money through the sunless tanning and beauty industry to help all the rescues all over the United States of America pull the dogs out of the pounds and shelters, get them vetted, get their vaccinations, get them spayed and neutered, help with any sort of behavioral issues, and help to get them into their forever homes. If you'd like to donate to Sprays for Strays, go to spraysforstrays.com. Or if you'd like to become a member, we offer amazing support at Sprays for Strays to help you grow your business and save the lives of dogs at the same time. Go to spraysforstrays.com and become a member or donate. Every little bit of support helps. Thank you to our sponsor, Sprays for Strays, for helping to save the lives of dogs, one spray tan at a time. At the time, I also had a rabbit, and my rabbit, as most rabbits do, they eat carrots. So I remember one day, my father came to me and he said to me, why does your skin look so orange? And I said, oh, you know what? The rabbit's not eating all the carrots, so I had to make a lot of carrot juice. And, now it's turning my skin orange. I didn't, I was so embarrassed. I didn't want to say that I was mixing color and it was turning my skin orange. So even as young as 14 years old, I knew that having white skin kind of made me the odd one out in my family, and the kids in school made fun of me, and I didn't have a lot of self-confidence. And, I was raised as a woman in a male environment, being from a Haitian family. So, I really needed that extra boost to make me feel confident in my skin and to make me feel like I had, the strength inside of myself to create a life for myself where I would feel confident in my abilities in the world. So, by changing the color of my skin and not being white, it kind of gave me the confidence to wear shorts and bathing suits and feel like I kind of blended in, even though I didn't really. I guess the reason why I tell you this story is really for a couple of reasons. The first reason is to show you that sunless tanning is not just something I do for a living. Sunless tanning is something that's meant something to me since I was a little girl. Not just because I was able to change the color of my skin and have confidence, but because it's given me a way to empower women. There are a lot of women in the world that haven't had formal educations and haven't had the opportunity to be able to create lives for themselves where they could earn 6 and 7 figures. And the sunless tanning industry really makes this reality a possibility for so many women that otherwise wouldn't have the opportunity. But the other reason is spray tanning is such a fun business. I've met people that I would never have been able to meet in any of my former incarnations in my life. Before I started my company, as I said, I worked in the technology realm and I consulted to Fortune 500 companies on technology implementation. I worked on the Y2K project, making sure systems didn't crash at the, turn into the year 2000. And I also worked on the Euro conversion project when countries in Europe and the UK moved to the Euro to make sure that the credit card terminals would be able to handle the new currency. So in that world, I would never have met Jessica Alba, Paris Hilton, Kevin Costner, and created products for people like this. I would never have met editors. I would have never been on television. I would have never had this wild and crazy career that I've had. And, I've been in this industry for almost 20 years. And now with social media, I feel reborn. Now with podcasting, now with course creation, I feel like there's so many new avenues to explore. I feel like I'm just getting started. So the reason I decided to start this podcast was, one, to have conversations with people that I would otherwise have never gotten to meet. I've already pre-recorded a number of episodes for you guys. And basically what I've decided to bring you is business school in a podcast form. I thought about all of the mistakes that I've made in my business and all of my wins, all of the things that, all of the strengths that I brought to this industry from the many years that I worked as a consultant and as a business professional. So I came in with a lot of skills, but I also didn't have a lot of skills. I had no idea how to run a business. I didn't know what it took to hire and build and empower a team. A lot of things about regulations and about accounting and about trademarking, all the legal things, negotiating leases, negotiating a purchase of a building, all the things about starting a business, running a business, growing a business, scaling a business, buying your first building, all of these things that you need to know if you're going to start and scale a business and go on and invest and not only glow up your business, but really glow up yourself in the process and glow up your life and hopefully leave a legacy to those who will come after you. So Glow Up Boss is a podcast that is going to educate you. It's going to enrich you as an individual because we're going to focus on a lot of things that will help you as a person. Because if I haven't learned anything over the years, I've learned this one thing, and that is wherever you are in life, wherever you are in your psyche, wherever you are in your spirituality, in your center, wherever you are is going to have a direct impact on everything you touch, and your business is no exception. So we're going to work on things like our nervous systems. We're going to work on personality typing and understanding your personality or the personality of your teams. We're going to talk about accounting and taxation and all the wild and wonderful things that you need to know. So on this note, I'm going to leave you, and I'm going to leave you with one other thing too. I'm going to have some action items at the end of every single podcast, and I'm going to make these available for you. So wherever you are in your journey, whether you're just thinking about the life of being an entrepreneur, whether or not it's right for you, to even if you are thinking about starting a spray tanning business, or you already have one, or you already own a beauty business and you're trying to take it to the next level, or you're thinking of launching your own product line and you don't know where to start, or you're looking to add more SKUs. We're going to have action items for you to go away and reflect and take some steps that take you just a step or two or even closer to discovering what it is that you want to do, or taking your idea or your business to a whole new level. So tighten up your belts and get ready to learn something that's going to not only help you glow up your business, but also glow up your life. Thank you for joining me today on Glow Up Boss, and I'm so excited to learn with you and to have some amazing conversations with some amazing people. Thank you so much.